Hello and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. My name is Spanj. Welcome back to Reforged on the Broken Eden servers. Now I am here in Progenitor Space. This is one of their sort of decayed desert planets. Okay, you can sort of find these most commonly, I think, in Progenitor Space. Now I'm actually at a green star, which makes things look interesting, and there are a few more planets around here. Just a quick reminder, Progenitor Space is this kind of micro-galaxy off on its own up above the main Project Eden galaxy. I don't know what that one is over there. I don't even think we can get to that yet, but yeah. This is Progenitor Space here. We've obviously been through the beacons, activated the gates, and of course, last episode, we defeated the Dyson Sphere, which netted us a whopping 25 progenitor fragments. Those progenitor fragments are quite significant because it does allow us to start researching the progenitor tech tree. This is proper endgame stuff now, and I haven't even looked at it or even touched it yet because just the resource requirements of this stuff is beyond anything I can get at the moment. So we've got to start somewhere, right? Now, I think the way that Revian planned this is so that you start at the top and work your way down. I'm not hugely bothered about the armor. I think I will pick up the armor one day, but the first thing I want to really try and get is the Voidium Drill. And that looks like we need... What do we need? We need an advanced Voidium scanner. So, we need a Voidium scanner. So let's keep working our way backwards, which requires 5, an ore scanner, platinum plates, gold ingots, and 5 progenitor technology fragments. So at least we can get that already. So in fact, we can unlock that, and the advanced Voidium research. We might need the dark matter containers, which we do. They take Voidium. So we've got a chicken and the egg situation here, where we need to mine Voidium in order to then get a Voidium drill, which is better at mining Voidium. I don't think that we can't mine Voidium with a standard drill, but we get more if we have a Voidium drill. So the advanced Voidium scanner takes the Voidium scanner, dark matter container, more tech. That takes the entirety of our reward from the Dyson Sphere. In fact, 25 technology fragments there, and bridges and plasma coils and stuff like that. Okay. We can unlock that. That's going to allow us to find Voidium crystals. So it allows you to harvest Voidium from Voidium crystals while in your personal inventory and doubles harvest yield of Voidium. Serves as a handheld detector with improved detection and discovery range. Serves as an ore scanner. Allows for night vision while wearing a helmet. A toggle with a suit like key. Very nice. Okay, well, that's quite tasty. So we can at least get that and start finding Voidium straight away. It's going to take a little while, and at this time I didn't even know where to find that yet, but I will find out by the time this episode ends. So, and then we got dark matter pod, which requires 40 Voidium, optronic matrices, magnetic plates, which takes magnesite. So we're going to try and find out where we get that from as well. Now, somebody did drop off a bunch of magnetic plate for us at the base, but that was a very nice gift. But let's see if we can find out how to actually do that ourselves, shall we? And then, of course, the Voidium drill itself, which requires the advanced Voidium scanner, an enhanced laser drill, also known as the epic laser drill, dark matter containers, another 25 technology fragments, bunch of bridges, matrices, and plasma coils, and blah 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 blah. So we can unlock all this stuff so that we actually can create it. But now we need to go through the long journey in acquiring all the materials. So starting at the beginning, Voidium scanner done. We've got everything we need for that. Platinum, we've managed to loot enough from POIs and stuff we don't need to worry about. But in case you are looking for platinum in orbit of these planets in Progenitor Space, are platinum asteroids you can mine just like a normal asteroid. So let's move on to the dark matter container then. That takes Voidium. Right, okay. Well, let's find out. Let's find out where the hell we can find Voidium. I probably need to return to the ship, create one of these things. I'm looking for crystals, I assume, because that says Voidium crystals. So yeah, we're looking for crystals, and then that will net us a dark matter container, and then that should allow us to get the advanced scanner, which will allow us to make a dark matter pod. assuming we can find enough. Oh, okay, well, we need the yeah, okay, I'm trying to figure out the sort of progression of things here, but let's see if we can work our way through this. First of all, though, I'm conveniently in a location right now because I'm looking through Progenitor Space that we can pick up more of the Progenitor technology fragments, which we're going to need a lot of, it would seem. There's 25 in that one, there's 5 in that one, and there's 25 in that one, so we need 55 just to complete this line. I think I've counted that right, haven't I? 25 fragments, 25 fragments, 5 fragments. Yeah, 55. So we're going to start today's video off in the dark, as always, because it's welcome to my channel. This is what happens. But let me turn my HUD back on so we can actually see some. Oh, okay. The Empyrionpedia. This might be actually quite useful. I've never really used this because generally I've sort of managed to find it out, but Voidium and dark matter. Let's give this a quick cheeky read. Voidium is very rare, found growing in large crystal formations on some planet. You'll need a scanner and a drill, a Voidium drill, to harvest it. That's a lie. I think you can harvest it with a normal drill, you just don't get as much. Unlocked in the research tab, multiple players can harvest from a single Voidium crystal, but each player may only harvest a particular crystal once. Voidium contains trace amounts of dark matter, can be extracted through a lengthy process, is extremely massive, and takes up a lot of room. Ensure you have a ship capable of hauling it before harvesting. Well, how do I know? How do I know how much room I need? Oh dear, okay. Dark matter is a very rare endgame crafting component extracted from Voidium, blah 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 blah. You'll need advanced constructor and cargo bay large enough to store required amount of Voidium. Process takes quite some time. Dark matter can store into smaller dark matter container can be used to construct smaller devices, personal equipment, blah 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 blah. Dark matter containers also be rarely found as loot, though the chances of this are slim. Okay, yeah, we haven't found any yet, but then I haven't also found an epic drill yet. So technology fragments are rare. Used in Progenitor Tech to build Voidium scanner, you will need a Progenitor technology fragment. While it's unclear where to get these fragments, you might start by speaking to the lead researcher on board the UCH vessels. They're currently studying the progenitors. Well, there we go. Okay, so no idea where Voidium occurs then. It just says in these crystals. So yeah, we might have to look a little bit more into that and find out where we get Voidium crystals. But let's start off with the technology fragments. When we've already got some from the Dyson Sphere, so we already know that the Dyson Sphere is a really good place, a really good mission to complete if you can, because you get a whopping 25. Now, bear in mind, 25 doesn't sound like a lot, but when you consider how difficult it is actually to get these damn fragments, it is a lot, and it's definitely worth doing. Right, I have managed to find a cluster of these obelisks. Now, these obelisks are absolutely the best place to get fragments outside of the Dyson Sphere quest. Now, I think you can pretty much ignore every other Progenitor POI there is. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But from what I understand, I have just glitched inside my ship. That's fantastic. Thanks, Elion. Good job. Good job. Loving that. Can I have crouch, please? That would be wonderful. I'd be able to fix this right now if I had crouch. Okay. Cheeky god mode, and we're out. Right. So, I can't even. I can't make this stuff up sometimes. Really can't. Best laid plans and all that. Anyway, these obelisks are definitely the best place to find technology fragments. And if you can find a cluster like this, it's going to make your life a lot easier. I don't know how many are here, but you know that many is how many technology fragments we're about to acquire. Plus the 25 that we've already got. We'll be well on the way to our 55 that we need. Now, these obelisks are a bit cheeky because it seems that their locations change from obelisk to obelisk. They're never in the same place once. I would recommend, before undertaking this, that you equip yourself with infinite jetpack capabilities. Now, this isn't infinite. Oh, Christ, that is not good timing. Honestly, can you not see I'm trying to... Oh, my lord. Are these guys predators? I don't know why my turrets aren't warning me that they're there. Anyway, as you can see, it's quite a good demonstration, actually, of the jetpack capabilities of having 3 advanced jetpack boosts. I can position myself in a very godly-like position above everything that would otherwise cause me grief. And yeah, you can feather the jetpack enough to stay airborne pretty much indefinitely, especially on a planet like this one, which has 0.83 Gs. Anything more than that, and you might struggle a bit. Now, these obelisks, the locations, like I say, they change each time, so you're best off just checking very thoroughly around the base first of all for any kind of gaps here. Very difficult to see because it's all bloody black and it's nighttime as well, and on YouTube I'm sure that's probably even darker than what it is on my screen at the moment. So just check the base. There'll be a small gap if there is a gap on the base. If there isn't, the next thing to do is to slowly sort of climb around the tower, checking each one of these sort of things here for a gap in the side. Oh, there we go. And there you'll find a little gap. Bingo. Tech fragment. And it might be in the side there. It might also be at the top. Let's see if we can get there without having to park. Jetpack is looking a bit low. Yeah, sometimes it's in the top here, and there's a corner cut off at the top here as well. So check all the way around the obelisk and on top, and you will get a progenitor tech fragment out of each one of these. If you can find yourself a couple of these clusters of obelisks, you're on to a winner there, especially if you've done the Dyson Sphere as well. Now, bear in mind, that's just the beginning of the journey. The more you look into this technology tree, you'll see that these technology fragments come up more and more. So augmented small shield generator, which is good for SVs and HVs and stuff, that requires 10. Bastion shield requires another 25. The regenerative shield requires another 25. The antimatter tank, which at the time of recording this you don't need because the regular warp tank holds enough pentaxid to go the full range of the antimatter warp drive. That may be fixed soon, so you could save yourself 1 million CPU by not actually implementing this at the current time. That might change. So that requires 10. The short range, which is good for SVs, I think, is another 25, and the antimatter warp drive itself is 100. This is definitely the ultimate endgame warp drive, because it can take you 500 light years in a single jump, as we saw when Hitsuju gave us a lift over here to Progenitor Space. So, yeah, 100 technology fragments. Now, if you've already done the Dyson Sphere quest like I have, that means 100 obelisks. And that's obviously not taking into account all the other ones you would visit for the prerequisite technologies like the Voidium Drill. So yeah, this is one hell of a grind and is going to take a long time. It very much helps having a faction, but obviously everyone in the faction wants to have this equipment. So it helps if you are able to do it largely yourself and help the faction out that way, and then any fragments left over you can obviously donate. Okay, you're missing. You're completely missing, mister. You're absolutely rubbish. Anyway, inaccurate laser turrets aside, I will now go through and get the rest of these fragments, and then we're going to look at seeing where we can get maybe some magnesite and voidium from. Okay, so after that stint around those obelisks, we got ourselves 13, add that to our existing 25, and we're well on our way. Now, the other things to bear in mind while you're in Progenitor Space and you're hunting for these tech fragments, you may as well do it while you're over here, is that there's a lot of gold, platinum and aluminium in Progenitor Space, and it's good to stock up on that as well. Now, I'm going to head back to the ship, and I might do a bit of mining. Now, gold we know, asteroids. Aluminium we know, asteroids as well, and it's the same with platinum. So it's just a lot of mining while you're out here in Progenitor Space, and then in between that you're trying to find these obelisks and stuff for Progenitor tech fragments. Now it might also be worth running the rings. They have artifacts and stuff in them. You can see I've managed to get some relics and technical artifacts out of the rings here, and they can be sold to UCH ships for quite a bit of money, so that's good as well. And obviously these gigas drop a fair bit of bits and bobs as well, but we're here mainly for this stuff, to stock up on that, because we know that we're going to need a hell of a lot of it. Right, so back to the ship. I think we're going to go and do some mining in space if we can find some aluminium, some platinum, some gold and stuff, and then I think well, as far for the purpose of this video at least, we're done with Progenitor Space. We need to head back to normal space to find voidium and magnesite, and I think that's Oh, and there's entropic plasma cells as well, is one of them. Where was it? The shield generators. Yeah. Entropic plasma cells. No idea where to find those yet either. But we're going to try and concentrate on the Voidium Drill in today's episode, and then we'll probably do separate episodes for the shields and warp drives later. So just as an example, there is both aluminium and platinum. There's 3 platinum asteroids up in here, and I've already mined one of them, and one of them managed to net me 1,300 platinum ore. So if I go and get this is the aluminium I just had in the ship from the beginning anyway, so I can go and get another aluminium asteroid and these other 2 platinum asteroids here, and that will help me along the way of required resources later. These guys here don't really need a lot of those resources, but you can see here that's 250 gold ingots, platinum and aluminium for the Bastion shield generator and so on and so forth. So if you're working through these, it's definitely good while you're in Progenitor Space, given how difficult it is without this thing to get to and from Progenitor Space. Now, I'm lucky I can just hitch a ride with one of the guys that already has one of these. But if you don't have one of these or access to one of these, it's very annoying getting to and from Progenitor Space. So while you're here, stock up on as much of the gold and stuff that you can. Now, the progenitor fragments that I already had, and the ones that I managed to get from Progenitor Space, we could actually get the advanced Voidium scanner if we had the dark matter containers. So yeah, like I said, chicken and egg situation. So let's get the regular Voidium scanner, and then of course we can go and find our first Voidium deposit somewhere. Now, as it so happens, we've actually found Voidium before. Completely didn't actually know it was Voidium at the time, and we couldn't even see it. But in our hunt for sort of rocky desert planets, Black Pyramid was one of the ones I was looking for. The arid mesoplanets, when we were doing the missions around the relics and stuff. We actually came across a lot of black desert planets. The black desert planets aren't particularly remarkable. They've got some unique POIs on them. But one of these POIs all belong to a sub-faction called Void. It's obvious now that I know, isn't it? That was the big clue Revium was giving us, where Voidium is, where the giant faction called Void hang out. Black desert planets, like this one, is where you can find Voidium. So I'm going to head down to this planet and see what actually we are looking for, what form it takes in, because I don't think it's quite like a normal deposit so much. Well, I'm not sure. I've never done this before. Let's find out. Let's head down here and see what we got. So I'm completely wrong. Voidium is actually in the form of Voidium crystals on black desert planets like this one. They actually have their own map markers as well, so you can waypoint them once you sort of found them, that is. And they look a bit like this. And actually, they're nothing to do with the mining or anything. It's all to do with the scanners. So as long as you've got a scanner in your inventory, then you can actually harvest Voidium. However, this will only give you 10 Voidium. This will give you 20, and this bad boy will give you 30. So, he's so small. Why are they always so tiny? It is very helpful to have a faction that can lend you a Voidium Drill. Because the Voidium Drill will save you a lot of time, because you can only harvest each of these once. And once you've done that, you can't harvest it again. So if you harvest it with, you know, you're just the Voidium scanner, you're only going to get 10 out of this one. And then if you've got the advanced, you'll get 20. If you've got the drill, you'll get 30. Now, obviously, if you're doing this solo and you haven't got a faction next to you that's already done all the hard work for you, you got to start at 10, then work your way up to the advanced, and then ultimately work your way up to the Voidium. Now, I'm going to return this drill once I've actually got enough Voidium to make my own drill. This is just a loan so that I can maximize my efficiency from these Voidium deposits. So with my drill here, I think I talk to the Voidium crystal. Hello, Voidium crystal. How the devil are you? So a single unit of Voidium takes up 7,500 volume, is extremely dense. Ensure you're connected to a suitable storage container before harvesting. Leave it for later. Let's connect to then. The Ventress's overflow box is 288,030. I don't know. I'm not doing the math on that one. So let's connect to that one. It's usually big enough for most stuff. Harvest 30 Voidium. There we go. 30 Voidium has gone straight in there. And that's taken up 225,000 of our 288,000. Weighs 3 kilotons. Holy crap! But there we have 30 pieces of raw Voidium with trace amounts of dark matter. Now, before we sort of go off and take off and stuff like that, what I might do is refine that Voidium thusly into the dark matter pods that we need for the next part of creating our advanced scanner on our Voidium Drill. Now, I still haven't got an epic drill yet. We still need to go and get that, and that is RNG to the max, that one. There's a lot of RNG because you can only get an epic drill on Reforged out of, as far as I'm aware, now please do correct me if I'm wrong, but out of loot, out of epic loot containers. So you have to be very, very lucky to get one of those and just ultimately farm them. So with our Voidium, now where would that be? Would that be under this one? Dark matter pods, here we go. Now the small dark matter pods, right, they take the magnetic plate. Now I do have some magnetic plates again to sort of try and speed up the progress of this episode, but they're not in this container. They're back at the back of my base. So magnetic plates, I believe, is magnesite. And why am I not seeing it here? Oh, there it is. Yeah, magnesite ingots. Magnesite we find on hell planets. So what I'm probably going to do is run back to the space station and drop off the Voidium, because it weighs a lot, and then we're going to go to a hell planet to go and get some magmasite in order to make these plates. Now that's actually assuming, of course, we can even get off the planet. So thrust is engaged, superlift engaged. We have all power to thrust, and we have a 31 kiloton surplus of power available. Look at that, beautiful. She's off. Fantastic. I mean, it is only 3.1 kilotons for that Voidium, but still, it's a concern. It's always a concern. There we go, we're off. Anyway, let's go back to the base, drop this stuff off, and then we're going to go to find a hell planet, a hell type planet that has magnesite deposits. Big thanks to Hitsuju, by the way, for lending me the Voidium Drill for this job. There's a hidden cost that in the dark matter pods that I failed to notice earlier, which is the plasma coil. I assumed the plasma coil was referring to the power coil here by mistake. Plasma coil is where all your aluminium and gold and platinum that I was talking about earlier really comes into play. So at the moment I've got the constructor's working on a bunch of plasma coils. Here we need 10 for every dark matter pod, container rather, not the pod. The pod is significantly more expensive. So that's plasma coils, 10 of those, magnetic plates, 10 of those. Now we've got the magnetic plates already, somebody dropped them off for me ages ago, but I'm going to leave this going so that we can get this sort of done by the time we end this episode, in order to get this, which requires 20 dark matter containers. Oh boy. And then of course we can move on to this, which requires another 10 of these containers, and the enhanced laser drill. But before we come to that, we need to see if we can get the magmasite, which requires finding a hell planet. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to hell. That's a Tavera class dreadnought. Holy crap, that's close. Yeah, okay, we're going to avoid that. That was close, that's lucky, because literally I just walked in here and hello Tavera. We're actually moving away from it though, so that's fine. That's a hell type planet. Just double check before you do head down there that it's not 8 Gs or something stupid. It's ultra difficulty large 1.45 Gs, which is perfectly doable. And I don't think it's going to say that it has magmasite on it. Again, I'm not sure if it's actually a deposit type or, like, you know, a special POI type material. Let's go down and find out. I am going to have to power up the old super thrust capabilities on this one as well, though, because the super lift, because that amount of gravity is not done easily. There would be an abandoned depot down here, wouldn't there? Okay, abandoned factory, abandoned depot, magnesium everywhere, Nexus. What the hell is Nexus? Bioweapons lab and drone harvester. Interesting. Again, I'm in a sort of position here where I'm not quite sure what I'm looking for. This planet has been explored previously by the faction, though, so maybe a quick look around the map might reveal something. First thing I want to do, though, is land this puppy, because it's burning through a lot of fuel just hovering right now. I need a nice place to land, and this place is just lava. It's just lava fields. And I can't really see very far either. Opportunity, though, is always a good sign. That's a nice little trash POI that's not going to cause any problems. This looks like it's probably going to be a bit of a rough landing, folks. There's a large plasma drone off to our left. That should be fine. Guns should be able to easily deal with that one. Just let them hammer away at that plasma drone first. She's taking a beating, though, isn't it? Crikey. Die already. There we go, finally. Okay, let's see. This terrain is not exactly flat. It's not even close to flat. Let's see. So, let's just get her down on the ground, and then we can worry about where to maybe land permanently later. Well, that'll do. Okay, fine. Thrusters off. And watch her roll down the hill. She's fine. Okay, let's have a little look at this map then. So there's these Nexus type things that have chevrons on them. You got the usual Zascosium deposits and whatnot. Zurichs have got some presence here. There's a lot of drone stuff, magnesium deposits. I don't know what I'm looking for. Hoping it's something reasonably obvious. And indeed it is reasonably obvious, although perhaps not quite reasonably easy to get. Magmasite formations appear as these sort of symbols here. I've waypointed them on this planet, and they seem to appear sort of here, there and everywhere, really. There's quite a few of them dotted around. All of them appear to be in lava. There's also some Voidium crystals here as well. So it looks like hell planets are the way to go for both these resources, Voidium crystals and magmasite formations. Unfortunately, my next challenge is how the hell to get it out. Well, that magmasite formation appears to be in the lava. That's not good. Or is it just above the lava? Oh yeah, I think it might be just above the lava, which is possibly good. So that means, although it's going to be heavy on fuel, and I'm very grateful that I've got a huge surplus of fusion cells now, thanks to my auto mining operations. Best thing I think may be to hover the old Ventress right here. You're going to stay there on your Ventress. You're not going to drop. You're going to stay perfectly there. That'll go. That'll go. Right. Let's see now then. We've got our Voidium Drill. We need to connect to a box with plenty of room. And that's in a little bit of short supply at the moment, because my overflow box is currently, well, pretty full. I've got my 10 plasma cells. I could actually get my constructors now working on a dark matter pod, in fairness. That would free up a little bit of capacity. So, magnetic plates. Oh yes, we need to set that to the overflow box. That consumes that 10 plasma coils that I'm now unable to produce any more of for some reason. Give me another 10 of those. You too. So I think you need magnesite as well. Is also quite a heavy substance, and we've got 12.2 kilotons of thrust available. I'd rather not push that to the absolute limit of the Ventress's capabilities here. Let's see. We've got the trade box, which has got a bit of space in it. That might have to do. Grab our drone and our Voidium Drill here. And then let's see. What do we get? I assume we just drill this out. I don't actually know. It's not really doing anything. And for a Voidium Drill, this will be gone instantly if it was... Okay, maybe it's just decoration, and the Voidium is actually... Wait, what the hell is going on here? I don't know what I'm doing. The problem is, I can't see under the lava to see what I'm digging away. Apparently I've just dug away that. But it's nowhere near where I'm pointing. And it's just dug the opposite direction. What? Okay, okay. Well, alright then. If I dig then... here... Ahaha! This is a Voidium Drill, by the way, guys. This is what it does. It'll only drill in the direction that you're facing, though. So, because I'm personally facing that direction... Yeah, there's nothing here. Oh wait, what's that? Oh, is that just part of the POI? That's what's able to give us the little waypoint, isn't it? So, in that case, what am I doing wrong here? Mines voxels resource from large area. Ruse terrain extracts ore from underlying resource deposits. Okay, maybe it wasn't taking the rock because I was mining in the wrong direction. It's got to be this stuff, right? Which just takes a really long time. Oh! Hey, there we go! Magmasite ore. 8 magmasite ore. 3 tons. Fantastic. Okay, well let's just trash that, because we don't need that. That's just going to take up the precious room. 8 magmasite ore. It just takes a long time, and again, I'm really, really glad Hitsuju lending me this Voidium Drill, because I think if it was doing that with our little hand drill, well, it would take even longer. But there we go, confusing moment over. Is these floating little bits up that's floating above? We really don't get a lot, do we? This is going to burn through a lot of fuel. But here we go. This is how you get magmasite ore. Just be careful, because the Voidium Drill in your drone only operates in the direction your character is facing, which is just funny. Raven, please fix. I don't know whether it's a Raven or maybe an Elion. Probably an Elion. It usually is, isn't it? Anyway, let's grab this magmasite. I'll see how much that translates into, and then we might actually go and get some more as well while we're at it. I was about to see how much we could create from that ore that we just picked up, but you can only refine it into ingots in a furnace, which you can only have on a base. So each of that weighs 3 tons. Bastards. 475 litres. It's crazy heavy and crazy voluminous. And I can't create the magmasite ingots here. I have to ship it off to... my base and then turn it into the magmasite ingots and then the magnetic plates finally. Oh man. Okay, well we need to start lowering our volume, so we need to start converting these hugely heavy, because this is 100 tons and 7.5 kiloliters of volume, and then you turn it into a dark matter container, 5 kilos and 100 liters, so definitely worth turning that. I think we can get another 3 of these now, if these guys are continuing to build those plasma cells, which I think they're all now done, but we can make more. Keep making more, please. Oh yeah, definitely. So that's another 3. I think then we might be out of... what's it? Voidium. But in the overflow box, we can just chuck some more Voidium in there. Okay. That's going to go and manufacture stuff. Let's then, well, I'm going to see how many more magmasite deposits I can pick up before I really start pushing the engines to the max. All this while we were burning through a lot of fuel. There's magmasite formations all around this planet. I'm going to try and pick up a bunch while I'm here. I may as well. I have the fuel. Okay, so we managed to get a whopping 78 magmasite from that entire planet. From all the magnesite deposits that I could find, at least anyway. Let's turn on the furnace, and it looks like it's going to be processing the zirconium first. Yeah, we can maybe adjust that a little bit. There we go. Magmasite ingot. It's oh my! It takes a while. Nothing about this process is quick, is it? So there we go. That's how we make magmasite, and once we've got the ingot, we can turn that into the plates in constructors. So regular, advanced constructor could do that. My lord, you actually finished making fusion cells? Look at that. You run out of something. I'll check that out later. Yes, so they take five ingots each. Oh boy. And what is that? How much did I have? I've forgotten now. I've forgotten already. Is it 1 to 1? How do I know? Because there's no recipe. Is it 1 to 1? It is 1 to 1. Okay, fine. So 77, I think it was, divided by 5. That's how many magnesite magnetic plates we could make once we have the ingots. 5 ingots. That outputs 10, in fairness. That outputs 10 plates. So that's good. And that means then that we've got our dark matter containers, which we need 10. And the Ventress is currently holding on to how many of those? It's currently holding on to 7, and I'm pretty sure there are more on the way. Oh, might need to transfer some Voidium over there. So, transfer that Voidium. Ha! I better have a bit more magnesite than I thought I'd had. I obviously put it in the wrong box. Whoops! Haha! So maybe we had a little bit more magnesite than that. Okay, that's reassuring. Let's pop that in the input furnace as well then, shall we? Oh boy. That's heavy. Okay, we're going to have a few more plates. Okay, I did a little bit better than I thought I would. Oh, sorry. Had a little mind break. You go into sort of autopilot with these things, don't you? Okay, well, I need to find somewhere to put this stuff then. Cool. You can go in there. Input general. I'll figure that out later. Anyway, the point is, we've got magmasite ore. We have that processing now into the magmasite ingots. Where is that going? Is that going into ingots 2? Is it? I didn't even know. I didn't even know where it's going. Where are you putting it, furnaces? Who's managing this base? It's going into ingots. There's no room in ingots. Put it in ingots 2. There you go. That's going into ingots 2. And then when that's done, we'll be able to make those plates, which means then we have, well, we don't have an advanced Voidium scanner yet, but we can get one once we have 20 dark matter containers. So we need to carry on making those dark matter containers. That's no problem. I think we've got enough Voidium to do that, and I think we've got enough then also to make the drill itself. Anyway, once I've figured out all my different various inventories and pulled everything together in the right place and sorted my brain out, I think what we can get, well, we got 14 dark matter containers at the moment. That's another 6, so we can have we're going to have 20. It's a nice round number, isn't it? Now 20 will get us the advanced Voidium scanner, and then we need another 10 along with the advanced Voidium scanner in order to get us the Voidium drill. So we are going to I am have to go to another planet, a different one, in order to get more Voidium. I don't want to do that until I've refined this Voidium down so it's not as heavy, though. I might also offload some of the other stuff that we don't really need to bring with us in order to lighten the Ventress here. But, I mean, the guys have been scouting quite heavily, and we have a few Hell-type planets nearby. There's another one at La Mobra, which is very close by. Another Hell planet there that I might go to. It's another large. I don't know what the gravity is over there, but that would be a good another one. We could probably get some more magnesite there, and B, Voidium crystals usually occur on these Hell-type planets as well. So while this is all processing and stuff, like I said, I'm going to wait until the Voidium's down. The other thing we need to do is get a epic drill, an enhanced laser drill. We don't have one. I'm still rocking around with my standard laser drill here. You know, ignoring the Voidium drill that Hitsuju's lent me. Of course, we need a laser drill. That is like the final piece of the Voidium drill puzzle. Sorry, in here. Enhanced laser drill 1. Everything else we have, well, will have. The Voidium we know how to get. The dark matter containers, etc. Okay. So, the easiest way, I think, in order to get an enhanced laser drill, and again, correct me if I'm wrong and you have a better way of doing this, but in vanilla you can just do a mission if it's still there. I don't even know if it's still there, but you know, the reward is an enhanced laser drill. In Reforged, that mission's been removed. You can no longer get an enhanced laser drill through one of the standard missions. There may be a mission out there that I'm unaware of that gives you an enhanced laser drill. The only other way I think I know to get one is through loot, and the best POI for loot is unfortunately the Black Pyramid on rocky desert planets. Now, if that means you're looking forward to me rerunning the Black Pyramid, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Well, we are back at the Black Pyramid here, but I'm absolutely not doing it from scratch again. Oh, no. I've done this POI now. I know its secrets. I know its weaknesses. And this means that all I in fact plan to do is, well, it's a bit cheeky. But in fact, all I do plan to do is to head straight into the bridge here. Take out the sentries. And flip the old switch on the ceiling. Where is it? There it is. Quiet down, you there, boy. Is it me, or are they all being a bit lethargic today? Oh, I must be on the server, because there's a 5-minute warning. Wow. Wow, they just suddenly all just spawned. And just... I mean, was that even... Stop it! I'm dead! I'm dead, goddammit! I'm dead! I'm clearly dead! Don't give me a dermal burn while I'm already dead! What the hell is wrong with you? Jesus! Well... That's interesting. Is my SV's all the way at the top? Shut up, Dr. Carl! God damn this place. I hate it. I hate it so much. Even when I'm cheesing it, it kills me anyway. What the hell is this thing? It's a long way up, isn't it? Oh boy. Here we go. Super parkour time. Oh. Well, that doesn't help, does it? Where is all my ammo? What have I done? Oh yeah, it's in my backpack. Duh. Haha. God damn it! I wish they'd fall over and die. Sons of bitches. Are all of them? Of course not. What a stupid question to ask of the Black Pyramid. Is that the last sentry gun? Ew. The last sentry gun. That's just a myth. It just doesn't exist, does it? Pop-de-pop. Son of a thermal burn. Boom! And if you're lucky, you'll get a an epic drill in one of these containers one day. Vermilion! Why did you hate me? Wait, is Vermilion Elion? Does he want me to suffer too? Anyway, the reason I chose the Black Pyramid is because it has the most epic loot containers for a POI ever. And apparently it takes 2 deaths to defeat it, even when you're trying to cheese the bloody place. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Anyway, now that the core is gone, we obviously don't need to deal with any of the sentry guns, and I can freely loot the crap out of it. And maybe there's an epic loot container in there, and maybe there's an enhanced laser drill in that. Well, I was unlucky this time, but man, I am picking up some serious epics and stuff at the moment. The advanced guided rocket launcher has been added to my collection, which is very nice, along with an entire box full of small arms that I need to go and sell. So I should be alright, and right now I can sell these, of course, in reasonable time. I should be alright for money for a little while, at least anyway. So, the Black Pyramid is still probably the easiest and quickest way to get the epic containers. It has the most epic containers, and it might take a few attempts. I will now need to wait for this one to regenerate, but there are other rocky desert planets out there, and other Black Pyramids out there as well, that are equally as easy to core. Even if you do such a bad job of it as I do, it's still quicker, I think, than perhaps trawling your way through a bunch of Xerax POIs for the token epic loot that they give you. Anyway, keep trying, and eventually you'll manage to bag one. Bingo. Enhanced laser drill. There she is. That's the last piece of our puzzle. Well, I think, actually, apart from maybe a little bit more Voidium. Quick check on the old boxes here. So, let's get these guys spinning up on more antimatter pods. There's still some left over. Oh, we're at a small matrix, of all things. Did I pick any up? Input box. Small matrices. No. Damn. Okay. Small bridges, not matrices. We'll have to build some, and then we can continue. For now, we've got 16 dark matter pods. In order to do our advanced scanner, we need 20. Okay, so we've got a little bit more building to do. Fine. While they're building that, though, we can head to another hell planet and get the last Voidium that we need. So we need, what, 10 Voidium? 10 dark matter containers. So we need 40 Voidium. Alright, let's go. Well, I think, actually, because I got the Voidium Drill... oh, it's 30. Okay, no problem. I'm going to have to get one more. I think there is probably one more on this planet that the guys have already found somewhere. White chevrons. Bound to be. Come on. Yeah, there you go, look. Another Voidium crystals there. Perfect. So we'll have our 40, no problem. Thanks to the Voidium Drill that Hitsuju lent us. Here we go. Here's the second lot. Boom. That says another 39 Voidium. That's all the Voidium we need, plus extra as well. And we're going to need more anyway. I figure because ultimately this is just one branch that we're doing today of the Progenitor tech tree. So that means that we should now have enough Voidium to get ourselves our Voidium Drill. And then I might, just to tie off the episode, show you what it's capable of. Here we go, we're making the advanced Voidium scanner now. I've put my Voidium scanner and the obviously the dark matter containers. We're up to 20 on those, well back down to 2 now. But that should complete, which should then open up. There's our Voidium drill there, and we're just short of, what's that, 2 plasma coils, which I have. There are 2 plasma coils there, that's a bit weird. And the 10 dark matter containers, which are on the way. They are being built as we speak. Wow. Between these two, everything about this process just takes a really long time. Really long time. I've crammed it all into one episode, but this has taken some serious time to record. Right, so I'm going to do all of that while I'm still down on this hell planet, because lifting off with all of that Voidium and stuff is, well, going to be intense. Yeah, not possible, in fact. Mind you, actually, that's with thrusters off, thrusters on. Okay, possible. Possible with 5 kilotons to spare. But yeah, I got to convert. I may as well convert that Voidium while I'm here. Reduce the weight of the Ventress, and then we'll lift off once we get our drill. But we should have the Voidium we need to do that. And that's it. We finally could build our Voidium drill after it's built all those components and then the drill itself. I'm gonna go make a cup of tea. So, after all of that, is the Voidium drill worth it? Well, let's go down onto a planet, shall we? And find out. Here we have a small Promethean deposit. Okay, got the cargo frog here. Now then, there are 2 ways to use the old Voidium drill. Got the standard resource drill mode and excavation mode. Let's show you the resource drill mode first. The speed of that. And there you go. That's how fast it is. Doing about 10% every click of that mine. Now then, let's do excavation mode. Oops. Oops. Well, there goes another chunk. Oops. So, wow, that's a big hole in the ground. Okay. Oh, my lord. Okie dokie. Yeah, that's pretty much... Well, if I'd aimed it right, that would have been pretty much the entire deposit in maybe 2 hits. Excavation mode is a bit weird. It's different from the normal mode in that you don't hold it down and you don't get a constant stream. It sort of fires more like a kind of shotgun, I think. You fire it once and then you gotta wait until it fires again. But it takes out huge swaths of the ground, as you can see. So yeah, I would say it's pretty bloody awesome. As drills go, I haven't got my infinite jetpack boosts on at the moment, so this is probably a foolish errand. And there we go. And even the regular drill mode has a huge circumference as well. That entire Promethean deposit is gone. There's just that weirdness about it only firing in the direction that you're facing when you're using it with the drone, which is a bit odd. It's a bit odd. But we'll exclaim Elion or Revion please fix for that one. The Voidium drill, ladies and gentlemen, makes a hole like that in however long that little bit of film was there. A couple of minutes. It's a hell of a grind getting one. But it's hella powerful. It's more powerful than the debug drill. Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the long and the short on how to get a Voidium drill and what it does when you get one. Now, obviously, the process of mining Voidium going forward is going to be a lot quicker having that Voidium drill. For me, it was the same anyway because I borrowed someone else's. But once you get one, then you get 30 Voidium for every deposit you visit. That's going to be very useful when it comes to the next stage of Progenitor tech, which for us will be going through the shields here, which require entropic plasma cells. So we'll find out how to get those and where the hell they are next time we look at the Progenitor tech tree. But for now, that is going to be all. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you found this useful as well. And hopefully, I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.